Hey guys, Kyle here, and I'm back. I came back to play the machine again, but they actually had the one machine wide open, and the guy was working on it. So I asked if I could do a quick little how-to video and maybe learn some of the mechanics of the insides, and he said, "Yeah, sure." And he's behind me watching, so you can't walk away with any quarters. But he gave me a little quick how-to, showed me a couple little tricks, and I'm gonna kind of transpose that to you guys. So. Obviously, there's a lock and there's usually a padlock here too, but you should pop that open and then the glass comes up, which is actually kind of neat. And so this is the jackpot hole I was talking about. There's dust in there. So as you can see, a quarter goes right in there. I don't know. You can see a couple quarters in there actually, but that's the jackpot that I keep talking to you about that I have not hit yet. Now it's going to be kind of hard for me to get it. You can actually see the quarters up here. And once you get enough, it actually weighs so much down up here, and the whole jackpot will fall out like that. And then they would obviously fall into my pot here, which this is the pot that I actually catch. So when things fall, they fall into this hole from here, right into here. So that's the pot. So that's good. That's what I get to take home. And down here is the pit. So whenever you hear things fall and clack that I don't get, it comes down here. They actually have a bin that they usually leave in there to help catch it and kind of reduce some of the sound. But that's the pit that I keep talking about. And then they actually have, you can see this is actually for their alarm. So like I said, if you shake the machine or you're trying to cheat or anything, it actually sounds like an alarm. And it goes off for however long you want it to. So you can set it for 1 second, you can set it for 10 seconds, and anywhere in between. So let me kind of give you a quick representation of what that is. So I have it set to 5 seconds, and I'm going to turn that as soon as I set it off so I can turn off the sound. But I want you guys to kind of listen in here so you can see that I can't cheat even if I wanted to. And the siren is pretty loud, so you're not going to be able to miss it. So here I shake it. There you go. So if you shake it, it actually sounds that alarm, and something that you might think is good, it's horrible, it's bad. That's when they come in and talk to you and kick you out. And, you might not even be able to keep your winnings if you do that. So that's just one of the mechanics of this machine, the whole jackpot and then the alarm system. Something else that I learned today. So if you look up here, you can see a nickel and it looks like a dime in there. I'm going to go ahead and pull one of those out so I can show you. Because the guy who was setting it up actually was showing me this. If I can get it out, it looks like it's being a pain. Sorry about that. So if you see, I don't know if you can look in there and if you can really tell what's in that slot, but there's actually a drop. So if it's not, the coin is not the size of a quarter, it won't allow it to slide down into the machine. Instead, it gets caught in that little holder there, where I just pulled this dime from. So, as you can see, well, you're not going to be able to see, but when I put this in, you heard the cling. It didn't land. It didn't go down like all the quarters do. It fell right into that little metal tray. So nobody can use anything but quarters on this machine. See, right on top of the nickel there. So that kind of prevents you from using anything but quarters, and kind of, I don't know how this penny got down here, but chances are they probably cleaned that out and made it fall. So, but obviously this machine is the one that they don't use a whole lot. They stock the other machine pretty beefy, and they made this one a little more deep. And obviously all the expensive, nice stuff that I usually am after isn't in this machine, and that's why he's letting me kind of show it off. But so you can actually, when there's not a whole bunch of stuff off of the sides, you can read about the jackpot. But obviously you can tell this jackpot isn't very full, so it's going to take a while before this jackpot's ready to go. He won't let me look at the other one, so I can't really tell you how full the other jackpot is, but I'm hoping it's getting there. I've been playing this machine for a pretty good while. So that's just one of the many things about this machine. Close that up. And come back down here. So as you can see, there's a lot that kind of goes into this thing. There's a whole power strip in there. Changing knobs. It looks like this is your alarm. So that's your alarm right there. So that's how they actually tell if you shake it, that touches the other metal, and that's what sounds the alarm. It's kind of neat. I just kind of poked it because it's dangling there, and set off the alarm. So I actually didn't know that's what the alarm was. And it looks like that's the actual speaker for it. That's the sensor. So if you shake it, that thing is going to touch the metal ring around it and send it off, and you're going to hear a loud siren go off. And that's how you know I don't cheat, because that thing would be going off all the time if I was. Let's give you guys a little better look. So something else I wanted to show you. So how a lot of those other videos you might watch online of these coin pushers, they're not the best. It could just be a guy in his basement playing. But this is actually, I don't set this machine up. Somebody else sets it up before I get here, and I don't know what he puts in it. He actually barely talked to me when he just walked away. He barely talks to me when I come in. He just kind of sets it up for me to knock down. It's a nice relationship we have. So, show you the skill stop. I'm not really sure how that works. So I imagine there's something down there that probably gets triggered and to stop that from moving. It looks like this one actually stops a little more immediately. The other one is kind of a little more delayed. The one I play, when you click on it, it doesn't stop right away, where this one looks like it does. So what I was getting at, where other coin pusher machine videos kind of flaw and I don't. You see those holes there? That is hole straight to the pit. So if you see this, watch this quarter, and it falls right down into the pit. So obviously I wouldn't have gotten that, and how all the silver and quarters usually pile up here. They push off to the sides and they get pushed down those corners. Now obviously the hole isn't super wide, and there's a little stopper here to help me out, and it'll go down the actual hole. But that's where you see there's actually a pit. So a lot of the silver and quarters you hear drop in some of my videos, I don't ever see. They they come down here, and then I imagine the guy comes and pulls them out and puts them right back where I pulled them down from. So that's just kind of one thing. A lot of people actually put blockers up there. I mean, they could probably put tape up there, but then I'd win everything. I mean, you could stand here for hours, but you'd everything that would come out you'd win. There's no losing into that game. That's where it's kind of, I don't see a point in those other videos. There's not a whole lot of fun in it. You're just putting quarters in and making them move. So this is actually more of a little challenge, more of a game. Here. So there's a little synopsis of this machine, the Silver Strike coin quarter pusher machine. And now you guys know, I'm gonna actually probably have to walk out and let him set up the other machine. But I am here to play. I am gonna be knocking down some money and hopefully walk away with that 10 grand that I was playing out after yesterday. It's actually, it looks like they may rearrange stuff, or they may pull stuff at night, because I didn't see any over there. So looks like some of it actually fell already in the side of the machine next to me. So I'm sure he's going to be resetting that, and I'll be back to make another video for you guys. But again, this is a quick how-to of these machines, how they work. And actually, there's two machines side by side, but you can't see the other one. There's mirrors, so you don't get confused. Everything kind of keeps you looking centered. So that's kind of nice about these machines. You're not being distracted and feel the pressure of the person next to you playing. So again, I think that's just about everything with this machine. The one last thing I just noticed, this is actually the ramp up. So when I talk to you guys, the quarters actually come up here, and when there's money sitting on top of them, the quarters get pushed, and the quarters actually angle. Get this set up right. So the quarter will actually angle this, and I can't make it do it this, but it'll actually angle it so it falls right up on this landing, and that's what happens to me with almost every single time I'm after one of those stacks of $100 bills. It just gets caught by the stacks of quarters and silver, lands up on the ledge, moves up on the ledge as you're pushing, and boom, you never see it. But hopefully that curse breaks pretty soon, and I'm hoping to bring home a stack of hundreds pretty soon. So there's a quick little how-to and informational video on the Silver Strike quarter pushing machine. And I hope you guys tune in for my next video. I really appreciate you guys subscribing and staying tuned and watching. This is a lot of fun, and I'm glad I can entertain you guys by it. So don't forget to do your part in the world, be a good person, have a good day. Subscribe. Thanks, bye-bye.